Same-store sales this quarter, likely going forward for the industry as well. Let's bring in Bob Derrington, the Managing Director and Senior Research Analyst with Telsey Advisory Group. Bob, great to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks,
let's be clear. Off-premise means takeout?
It's not dining inside the restaurant.
Okay.
How's that?
All right.
It's delivery, carry-out, catering. It's kind of all lumped together into off-premise.
And you don't cover Darden specifically, I understand, but you're seeing this trend, and you're seeing good trends for November, and you actually think that this could be sustainable?
You know, I think there's a high likelihood that it will be, because I think it's clearly one of the drivers for the industry right now. Dine-in occasions are down, kind of across the board. There are some outliers there, but broadly speaking, one thing that we know, consumers want to dine out, and especially they will do that in-home using restaurants to satisfy that meal occasion. And we're seeing a lot more of that with the delivery proliferation across the industry.
Do you think it's delivery? Do you think it's really lower fuel costs, for instance? I know in the past that's been a huge driver. When fuel costs have gone up, you don't see people eat out at places like a Darden's chains as much. Is it the consumer? I mean, what do you think is the biggest driver? I understand that all of these may play a role.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. One, we're still seeing a tailwind, the benefit from tax reform and take-home pay for consumers. No one has more time than they did last year at this point. Everyone is working, unemployment's really low, and I think the demand for both time and the economies of dining are clearly there. And I think if restaurants can solve that, whether it's in a take-home occasion or whether it's in-store, I think the industry is there, and they're working really hard to try and take advantage of that.
Bob, I just ate there yesterday, so I like what you're saying about Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Which is the best, and you're saying, yes, it is the best, and the rest of the restaurant industry is really trying to catch up to them. So are we looking at some of the, these publicly traded names and kind of being distracted by their struggles relative to a Chick-fil-A?
Well, let me tell you, Chick-fil-A sets a really high standard for a lot of the larger publicly traded chains. It's a private company. What they do extremely well. The customer service, the speed of service, the quality of the food that they offer, and the value they offer. So it's a combination of all those things. The risk is that they make life very miserable for some of the larger fast food chains.
Yeah, before I finished the order yesterday, and before I even left the counter, I already had it in my hands. And it's delicious.
Yeah.
Anyway, I tip my hat to them.
They do a really good job, and I think they're clearly, it's a pressure point for the industry. If the likes of the larger brands, whether it's McDonald's, Wendy's, or some of the others, can't keep up with the quality of their offering, and especially the value, I think they risk losing share. And I think they're all focused on trying to protect that.
Bob, thanks. Great to speak with you. Bob Derrington of Telsey Advisory Group.